All right. Can you guys hear me out there? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let's see. All right. Yep, I am coming through. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well on this eve of Christmas Eve. Let me see who all I've got with me tonight. Joe Bob Tarhill, what's up? Al from Russia. We do have a troll in the chat called Visited by Voices 1. He is a known troll, so just guys keep a close eye on him. We want this to be a troll-free zone here. It's the eve of Christmas Eve. We want just good, warm, happy thoughts and feelings tonight. DJ Donley's here. Jeff Overing, Hexus, Borderline 11, Darkness, Demon 8. Oh, my buddy Turi T-Money. What's up, man? How are you? Crazy Leg 2006. Hello from Louisiana. How's it going down in Louisiana tonight? Adam, the motion picture history horror fan. Hello, how are you? Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. And, my buddy Chris. Crystal Lake Counselor 1977 has just joined. Merry Christmas Eve, Piss. Cohen and I wanted to drop by and tell you and Jeremy happy holidays. Well, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you and yours, my friend. Joe Reese, hello. Indy Phantom, hello. Dino Rabbit. Nothing like horror on Christmas Eve. I agree. I watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 last night and watched Christmas Evil the night before. So I think this will actually be my last horror movie of this holiday season, or my last holiday horror movie of this holiday season. So I pretty much covered all the bases and watched some new holiday horror movies. Some of them I reviewed for Holiday Horrors Volume 3. Some of them I chose not to because they just weren't very good. But I revisited the classics: Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Christmas Evil, which I love that movie so much. Don't Open Till Christmas. Oh man, just, all the classics. Chris Breezy, hello. Christmas greetings to you as well, my friend. So how's everybody doing tonight? Sasha, hello. How are you doing? Hope everybody out there is having a good Christmas Eve. Have you guys got all of your Christmas shopping done? Are you ready for the holiday? Are you ready for the holiday to be over? Let me know. Gerard 03, hello. PSCo wants to know what you and Jeremy asked Santa for. I try to steer clear of Santa because I'm naughty probably 364 days out of the year. So I try to steer clear of Santa because, as my shirt says, Santa punishes the naughty. So I try to steer clear of Santa. Jeremy is always on the good list. Jeremy asked for books, comic books, shirts, and I think that was pretty much. I think he asked for the Roger Rabbit Funko Pop, but now that thing is really rare. And let me look it up here real quick. $200. Actually, here's one for $84. Doesn't look like it's in great shape though. But yeah, it's a rare one. He's asked for that one a couple of years in a row. And that one's a little rare. But he's got everything else that he asked for. We actually opened a few early Christmas presents of his last night, and he got some books, got some comic books, and got a couple of shirts. So he's happy. And on Christmas morning, he's promised me that he's going to let me sleep in till 10 before he wakes me up and forces me to start opening presents. Now, on Christmas morning, 10 may mean 7 on Christmas morning, so I don't know. I never know. But hopefully I can sleep in a little bit on Christmas morning. Let's see. I've burned through all the essentials with the exception of P2, so I'll probably pop that in tomorrow. I don't remember very much about P2. Al from Russia, you ready for Halloween kills? Dale Elmore, hello, how are you? Gerard03, yes, I am from Kentucky. Let's see. Adam, motion picture history horror fan. So far, you've watched Black Christmas, Christmas Evil, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, and To All a Good Night. Oh, cool. That's very cool. Jeremy's doing well. Jeremy just went to bed a little while ago, so he's all tucked in for the night. He just likes comic books in general, Robert. He prefers like the DC and Marvel stuff, but he's good with pretty much any comic book. He just loves comics. Volksfest Checker. Hey Pizzo, nice to see you. I'm from Germany, but like to watch your videos. I understand your English pretty good, although my English could be much better. Well, that's awesome, man. Hello. How's everything going in Germany? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Wildcat or Cardinal? I'm really neither. I could care less for the local sports. So, oh, you live in Berea. Okay, cool. Very cool. I've not seen Hitchhike from 77, Darkness Demon. Randall Beatty, hello. How are you tonight, sir? Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas to you. I will tell Jeremy hi. Absolutely. Thank you, Jeff. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. If you guys are going to be watching along with Silent Night, Bloody Night, and Silent Night, Bloody Night is a public domain film. You can find it pretty much everywhere. It's been a staple of those big multi-horror movie packs for many, many years. So chances are you own this movie and you probably don't even know it. But if you don't own the film, I'm pretty sure that it's on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm almost positive that it's on YouTube. Let's take a look just in case. So if you want to watch the movie with me, as you can see there, I've got it queued up at the very beginning of the film. Yes, it is on YouTube. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 listings, 9 listings, 10. Yeah, there's a lot of Silent Night, Bloody Night on YouTube. So you guys should not have an issue finding it if you do want to watch along with me here on Christmas Eve, Silent Night, Bloody Night. And I love this movie. I first saw this movie courtesy of the cheapo Diamond DVD releases, which were the bargain bin DVD releases back in the day, long before the Walmart bargain bin. And it was about all I could afford because I think they were like $5 a pop. They were basically just VHS rips of these older public domain movies, but I have such a soft spot for those old Diamond releases because of them. That's how I discovered this movie. That's how I discovered Pieces, which Pieces, as you guys know, if you followed my channel, I love me some Pieces. It's how I first watched The Beyond. It's how I first watched House by the Cemetery. So many great movies. So, yeah. But I really like this movie a lot. This will either be the second or third year in a row that I've done the watch along for this movie around the holidays. But yeah, I just love this movie. This movie actually predates Black Christmas by 2 years, and it predates Halloween by 6 years. But I think if you watch closely, if you pay attention, you'll see that I think both Black Christmas and Halloween were influenced by Silent Night, Bloody Night. So if you guys are going to watch along with me, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to queue up your own copy if you don't want to watch here with me with this one. But now I will say this copy of Silent Night, Bloody Night is a restored, really nice version of Silent Night, Bloody Night. So if you do want to watch it at some point without me blathering over it, it's very easy to find. Johnny G, that is none of your business, my friend. It's Christmas. Come on. Let's have some couth here, all right? Putting you in timeout for that. You're not going to tolerate that. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Let's see. What have I missed in the chat? Dale, you're in North Carolina. Very nice. Corey Fichtner, hello. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Yes, it is all over YouTube. All over YouTube. Yes, I am older. Jeremy is younger than me by about 8 years. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let's get the party started. And let's get Silent Night, Bloody Night rolling here. Let me know what the levels are like once I start playing the movie. If the movie's too high or too low, or if my audio is too high or too low, let me know. So here we go.
One last time, I have to see this ground. It's beautiful now, as if nothing had happened here. Soon they will tear down the main house, and then nothing will be left. Nothing. Except what I remember. I grew up in the town nearby, where my father was the mayor, and where this house stood waiting for me.
Let me know what how's the audio, how's the movie audio?
It was built by Wilfred Butler.
Is it too high or too low?
We had never seen him, and he never lived at home. Until the day before Christmas in 1950,
too loud? Okay,
he finally did come back. For the last time.
All right, let me know if that's a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, cool. Has anybody out there seen this movie before?
All of us believe that his death was an accident. No one knew that another person had come to Butler House that Christmas.
Perfect.
As Deputy Coroner of the County of Arlington, State of Massachusetts, I hereby find, upon evidence of an autopsy conducted by the medical examiner of this county, that the deceased,
I agree,
Wilfred
Darkness
Butler,
Demon. It is a very
died
underrated
as a
slasher.
result of burns inflicted accidentally upon himself.
So yeah, we've got some people in here who've seen it before, and some
during
people
the
who've not.
afternoon
That's
of
awesome.
December 24th, 1950.
Dale, you saw it at a convention in Maryland.
No
Very
further
cool.
inquiry shall be held over the body of the deceased, and this inquest is officially closed.
Yes, a canon release. You'll see another familiar name here listed as one of the producers momentarily. Oh, that's cool, Borderline. You saw it for the first time last year. And that's one of the many titles of Silent Night, Bloody Night, Death House. Mary Warnov, James Patterson, Patrick O'Neill, very recognizable names. John Carradine, of course, the star of, hundreds of movies, I'm sure. You watched it last Christmas, Dean Okell. I want to see let's look up John Carradine, see how many movies he was in, how many credits he's got, because I'm sure it's an enormous amount. $351 acting credits on IMDb. Wow. Jeez. Is this a favorite movie in my Christmas horror collection? Yes, it is. Yep. It's one of my favorites. Lloyd Kaufman, associate producer. Interesting. I was actually going to write something about this movie on my website years and years ago, and I got in touch with Lloyd Kaufman via Twitter.
After the coroner's inquest,
and asked him a few questions about the production. His memory wasn't that great, but he did say that most of the cast and crew of this film were members of Andy Warhol's factory. I also got in touch with Mary Warnov, and I was trying to schedule a time with her to do an interview about the film, but it just never happened. So this was several years ago.
Wilfred Butler, being of sound mind and body, at least what the world considers sound.
Yeah, Darkness. I think this would be a great title for Vinegar Syndrome to pick up and do a 4K restoration of, and I don't. Mary Warnov is still around. I mean, they could get her to do an interview, to maybe do a commentary or something. That would be cool.
And I solemnly charge him with one duty. Let him leave the house as I left it, standing untouched, to remind the world of its inhumanity and cruelty.
For 20 years, that house lay empty, exactly as Wilfred left it. And then, last year, rumors began that it was finally being sold.
Is Vinegar Syndrome supposedly putting this out? I would love for them to. I think this would be a great movie for them to release. Yes, I think Mary Warnov was in Rock and Roll High, as a matter of fact, Jeff. She's been in a ton of stuff. Let's look up Mary Warnov, see how many credits she has. She's been in a lot of stuff.
The man who came to sell the house had never seen it. He was a lawyer from the city, just doing a job and enjoying it.
123 acting credits to her name according to IMDb.
Stop and look serious, please.
Yes, I do know of Bay of Blood.
Oh, look!
Volksfest.
Wait, where you going now?
I've actually intended to review. I've actually intended to review that movie on the channel a bunch of times. I just can never get around to it. But yeah, I've got the Arrow Blu-ray release of it.
Smile.
For all the news as it happens, stay tuned to WLIX, your voice of the Northeast. This is Roger Fowler with local stories. First, today's headlines. A warehouse fire still rages in Elizabeth. Police suspect
Loved her in Warlock, yeah. She was also in
State Hospital still at large.
Shopping Mall. She's done a lot.
In Roxbury, the city passes a controversial housing code.
Now, I believe at the time, if I recall Lloyd Kaufman's answers to my interview, this was years ago, but I think she may have either been married or was dating Theodore Gershini, the director of this film at the time. What title do I prefer more, Death House or Silent Night, Bloody Night? Silent Night, Bloody Night. Although, of course, that can confuse it with, Silent Night, Deadly Night, but Death House isn't a bad name, and I think it's got about half a dozen other pseudonyms. Because when a movie like this was released to the drive-ins back in the day, they would give it a run under one name, and then a couple months later, release it under another name, and then a couple of months later, release it under another name. So that's why, movies like this typically have, a lot of different titles. What? Mary Warnoff passed away a couple of days ago?
It's beautiful.
Are you serious?
Can we see the rest of it?
Honey, that was it. I think the mayor's waiting for me.
It doesn't say anything about her passing away on IMDb.
Right. Laura always says that.
Are you sure about that?
Darling,
What?
don't be long.
T-Money, this is the restored and remastered cut.
Honey, if you get bored, just look at the view.
That was released a few
Sooner or
years
later,
ago. I
that
forget the
viaduct's
company
gonna
that
take us
released
back
it,
home.
but this is by far the best this movie's ever looked. Oh, the girl from Bay of Blood. Okay, Borderline. I did not know that. That's a cool story, Dale. You couldn't get into prom night, but you could get into watch a zombie. That's funny. Yikes.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Mayor.
Let me introduce you. This is Charlie Toman, who publishes our weekly newspaper, The Patriot.
Mr. Tolman.
And this is Tess Howard.
How do you do?
She operates our switchboard.
Oh, really?
We call her the communications director. And this is Bill Mason, our
And
sheriff.
there's a reason why all these characters here act a little
Won't you sit there, Mr.
strange.
Carter, at the head of the table?
What do I think about fashion
Thank
of the
you.
70s?
I didn't expect to meet you all together. It's quite a reception.
I'm more of an 80s fashion guy, I guess. But, that jacket Patrick O'Neill's wearing there is pretty pimpin'. I like that jacket.
All right, let's begin. As you know, I've been retained by Jeffrey Butler. The matter concerns the house that he inherited from his grandfather, Wilfred Butler.
The full frame on Amazon Prime of this movie is hard to sit through. I can imagine.
Go on, Mr. Carter.
I believe that you offered to buy the house for my client.
Offered. We begged him. We wrote letters and we...
That's enough, Tess.
Well, it's true.
Trouble. There's always trouble.
I can sympathize.
I spent the last 20 years and more driving people away from there. Prowlers, burglars, kids, they're the worst. Chasing for nothing, because of that will.
That's true, Christian,
That
yes.
dribble about
This watch-along is dedicated to the memory of
inhumanity. What the hell is that,
Corey
huh?
Haim, R.I.P.
Yes, well, he was a bitter man.
Hate.
It must have been very hard.
It must have been
What about
hate.
the 90s fashions, Lauren? I mean, all that, the corduroy and
That
the
man
flannel.
hated. Well, some people
Yeah.
are like that.
This is a scene very reminiscent of Halloween. Poor doggo. Yes, Adam. Night of the Living Dead is public domain. Yep, it is public domain. Actually, I did a live watch along of Night of the Living Dead a few years ago. That is the second siren that I've heard driving by my house. I don't know. If you guys don't have to get out and go anywhere for the next couple of days, don't.
The question
because
is, well, do you still want the house?
Are you offering it to us, Mr. Carter?
it's craziness
Exactly.
out there.
Why now?
Well, that's Mr. Butler's business, isn't it?
You know we're not rich.
Bell
Most
bottoms,
of
oh
us
yeah.
came here during the Depression. But
Lauren,
we
I'm
love
sure you
this
had
town.
some of those Jinko jeans
It's
back
our
in the
home.
90s. I mean, come on.
And naturally you want to
I know you
improve
did.
it.
Exactly.
My client understands that, and he fully sympathizes, and he's willing to sacrifice the house for $50,000 in cash.
Maybe corduroy was
noon
a
tomorrow.
thing for me in the 90s. I remember having a couple of pairs of very warm corduroy pants that I wore with my flannels.
That's
and,
an awful lot of cash.
It's also
my
an
boots.
awfully good bargain.
You could go to Wilton. You could go now to the bank.
Am I clearly understood?
All that cash.
Perfect. I'll wait for your answer.
Hello,
till
Horror
tomorrow.
Breakdown. How are you?
You're spending the night here?
Yes.
I have seen Let's
May
Scare
I
Jessica to
ask
Death.
where?
You know, it's
At
been a
the
while, but
Butler House.
We could put you up at the motel as our guest.
No, the house is fine.
The Paradise Motel.
That's very kind of you, but I'm meeting Mr. Butler about some personal items.
You'll want a phone. I can reconnect the line.
Don't trouble, please.
No trouble. You'll need a phone.
Don't want to be stuck out there.
public domain, Dale, in the regarding a movie means that it wasn't copywritten correctly or
By the
copywritten
way,
at all.
Have you known Mr. Butler a long time?
In the case of Night of the Living
No, I've
Dead,
never
it was
met
not
him. He called me
copywritten.
and asked me if I'd
So
handle
it
this
went into
for him.
public
I said
domain.
yes.
With
He
a
had
movie
the key
like
delivered to my office.
Silent Night, Bloody Night,
Mr. Mayor,
movies
Barrett,
like this,
Tolman, Howard,
all they were thinking about
the
was
old
its
smart.
drive-in run.
in
So that's
fact,
why
I'm
a movie
I'm
like
looking
this
forward
would
to it.
be renamed several times and given several different drive-in runs. And then after it, fell out at the drive-in,
Slick, really slick.
it fell into public domain.
lawyer, Bill. You've got to expect that. Don't tell me about lawyers.
Oh, you see the way he looked at us? You see his clothes?
He's doing his job.
Just don't tell me about lawyers. You know what I'd like to see? Two of them like that when talking to each other. Neither one of them would know what to believe.
I love you, too. Honey, when I get home, I'm going to have a nice surprise for you.
Let's see that Punish
I
shirt.
can't
There
tell you
you
what
go.
it is now. It wouldn't be a surprise, now would it?
It's got Billy on it from
No,
Silent
no,
Night
I
Deadly
can't
Night
come
1.
home now, but it'll be very soon. Very soon. Honey, of course I miss you. Yes.
Oh, and
yes,
hey, Horror
I-
Breakdown, thanks
I miss
for
Mommy, too.
becoming a patron. I appreciate that, man.
Laura, how are you, kid?
No Santa costume. No, the killer doesn't wear a Santa costume in this one. No.
So I'll call tomorrow. No, I want to call. I want to talk to Jenny. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, I'm
Favorite John Carradine
having a
film.
fine time.
Gosh, I have to think about
The
that.
same to you, darling. What do you mean, hostile?
Yeah, there's a much better explanation for why this film fell into public domain by Lauren.
I was wondering, if we get it, what then?
Tear it down.
Okay. I'd better get going.
Really bad acting. Are you talking about from the townsfolk there? They're acting strange for a reason, Jeff. Let's see what the other pseudonyms for this movie are, because I know there are several.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Butler wasn't
By the way,
kidding.
has anybody seen any of
Nobody's
the?
lived here for years.
That would be such
There's a
waste.
Silent Night, Bloody Night remake and a
His
sequel
grandfather's
to the
monument.
remake that came out a few years ago.
You know, there's a caretaker who keeps this place just the way he left it.
What kind of monument is this?
Well, that's the trouble. Nobody remembers anymore.
That's what usually happens in America.
I remember this. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I'm his own. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy
Are you sure about that, Lauren? Because I think that's why Night of the Living Dead is in public domain. Because when they renamed the film, they didn't copyright it, or they didn't put the copyright thing on the print,
I was a kid in Chipley, Georgia.
and that's why it fell into public domain.
There's also Chipley, Florida. But they have both been subsequently.
So the
eradicated
original
from the
title
map.
of Silent Night, Bloody Night was Night of the Dark Full Moon.
As ever.
It's also known as Death House, of course, and Zora. Z-O-R-A. So that was actually the working title, was Zora. Interesting. Night of the Dark Full Moon. When they actually... Yeah, so...
The only thing open was a delicatessen.
At least 4 different
Brought
titles for
pastrami,
this flick.
Salami, potato salad, macaroni, everything.
Lauren, I don't know. I'm going to have to say you're wrong on that, Lauren. Because if it's an urban legend, it's an urban legend that the people behind Night of the Living Dead
Did you pick the wine, too?
have
The
perpetuated.
delicatessen man took a personal interest in its selection.
Oh, well, we got lucky again. That's early 1970. That's hard to come by.
Can I have some too?
Of course you may.
Patrick O'Neill is this guy's name.
Thank you.
Yeah, Patrick O'Neill was in a lot of stuff, too. He was in
Must have been wonderful.
120 acting credits, according to IMDb.
The people who lived
He was in
here.
The Stepford Wives. He was in
must have had a
Under
wonderful
Siege, as a
life.
matter of fact.
Well, I don't
The
think
Way We Were,
Wilfred Butler must have
For the
believed
Boys,
himself.
Alice.
Look at at that stone fireplace.
A lot of
Parquet
stuff.
floor, the mahogany, this table.
And the stuff,
And you
yes, he
probably
was
think
in the
this place
stuff.
is made of wood, right?
Well,
Wrong.
Good call.
You know what his grandson told
Forgot
me?
about him being in the stuff.
Underneath that wood, there's 2 feet of stone. The foundation is 8 bricks wide. Now, someday they're going to come in here and they're going to tear this place down and they're going to build little
Well, you
tract
need to start
houses
representing the Night of the Living
all
Dead
over this
people,
property
Warren,
on quarter
because
acre and half-acre lots. And that bulldozer's going to come up.
according to
back
them,
up
that's
toward
why
this
it went into
house.
public domain, and that's why they can't get the
And
rights
it's gonna
back.
get the surprise of its life. He built a kingdom out here. Only nobody's left.
no. Butler has a grandson.
No. He's probably like the rest of us, wants money. You know, he's asking $50,000 cash for this place, and if he only wait, he can get at least $250,000.
Trapped Alive. I
But he
don't
won't
think
take
I've
his
seen
time.
Trapped Alive, Adam.
So he'll get screwed.
Do you want to go upstairs now?
Soon. You know, one of the great pleasures in life is the pleasure of anticipating pleasure.
The pleasure
Isn't it?
of anticipating pleasure.
We are very close now, aren't we?
Sure, honey. Very close.
I know a guy kind of like Patrick O'Neill in this film, and he fancies himself a bit of a ladies' man too.
beds yet.
Keep looking, honey. Butler said the place is furnished. Yeah, it's furnished.
I may have to look into it then,
Anything doing?
Charlie. Trapped
No, sir.
Alive.
But
I'll
look
look
at
into
this.
it.
More football, huh? Look how they smeared that quarterback. Look at his arm. Got no time now.
Oh, well,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you,
How
Vanderhoff.
about that telephone
Appreciate
up at the
that.
Butler house? Is it working? Well, try it now. I'll wait.
Hello? Oh, yes, Miss Howard. Yeah, the phone's working fine. Very nice of you to call. Thank you. Good night. Honey, I'm going down to the car to get some cigarettes. Be back in a minute.
Okay.
Don't get lonely.
No, no.
So this movie, I don't know if it was inspired at all by Psycho, but if you noticed, Patrick O'Neill is listed as the star of this movie. And here very soon, you'll see. Also, Mr. O'Neill's being very naughty here, because if you recall earlier, he called home to speak to his wife, and so he's guilty of being naughty here. And we all know what happened to naughty people
Did you get your cigarettes?
on Christmas.
Yes, I did.
May I have one?
Sure. Oh, it's the most amazing things. These cigarettes come in these very small packages these days.
Oh, that's for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I open it?
Oh, no. Our Christmas is day after tomorrow.
Is that an order?
Yes, ma'am. That's an order.
honest, Jeff. Has anybody seen the remake or the sequel to the remake for Silent Night, Bloody Night? Let me see if I missed that in the chat anywhere up here. No, Dale, I've not seen Rottweiler. That's not true, Lauren. Stop trolling. Stop being a troll. It's a nice kill. Very abrupt, very blunt, very brutal. Very nice kill. Well, you wouldn't see the advantages of being nice, Lauren. Gosh. Yeah, well, when they brightened up this movie, they brightened up the blood. It looks very very much like red paint, red pinkish paint.
Bill, someone's calling from Butler House.
Okay, put him on.
Go ahead now.
Mr. Carter?
It was produced in Britain, I believe.
Who is this?
The remake of this film. I've not seen it.
Butler.
I'm worried, Sheriff. Carter's not here.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
I can't. I'm sick. Can you come here?
What is it? What's wrong?
His car's here, but he's gone. Won't you come?
Okay. Now, you stay put in that house.
I'll wait for you. Please, hurry. I'm afraid.
Now, take it easy. I'm coming.
Mr. Butler, are you done?
Tess, I have come back.
What's that?
Tess, I want to see you again.
Hello? Who is this?
You know me, Tess. It's Mary Ann. Tell the mayor. Tell them all. I'm waiting in my father's house. Tess, it's so lonesome here. Don't be long.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
A little bit, Jeff, yeah. Not quite as vulgar as Billy from Black Christmas, but...
God, where is everybody?
It's Christmas, Tess. Everybody's home. Come on.
Hello?
Oh, Maggie. Thank goodness.
What is it, Tess?
Something's come up. Something urgent. Can you start early?
Oh, honey, I'm watching TV.
Maggie Daly, you get yourself over here.
What is it?
Just get moving, Maggie. Just please hurry.
They were both very good releases, Adam. I don't know which I prefer, to be honest. They were both really good releases for pieces. Releases for pieces. Pieces, releases. Wrapping a bird cage. I imagine that would be very difficult to wrap a bird cage like that.
Come in.
This is how I answer the door whenever someone comes to my
It's
door.
open.
First thing I do is I grab my gun. I just tell them to come on in.
Okay, mister, that's far enough. What do you want here?
Mayor,
Try again. My father's not home. And don't move.
you want me to put my hands up?
No. Just stay there. What are you staring at?
I seem to remember you from the road.
That's why I'm holding a gun. You scare me.
That makes sense.
Thanks.
Does everybody carry one here?
You can ask the sheriff when he gets here. I'll call him.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the sheriff's office is empty.
How do you know?
I was just there.
Who are you?
Jeffrey Butler.
Oh, you're the one who's selling the house.
Yes.
Have you any ID? Don't laugh at
Now,
me.
according to
I want your
IMDb,
ID.
James
Some
Patterson,
maniac
this
escaped from
actor,
Margaretville.
passed away shortly after this film was shot. So all of his dialogue was dubbed by a different actor.
Put it on the table. Now go back. California license. Lucky you.
Would you like to see my maniac card from the asylum? They give you one when you escape. There's a big scarlet M on it so people won't get confused.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry about the gun. My father's in Wilton getting your money.
All I want to do is to get into my house.
The sheriff's deputy might have a key. He's about the only one I know of.
Well, where's he?
You go down the road about 1.5 miles till you come to a white house with a white fence, and then you can't miss it.
Thanks.
That's okay.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
If I don't call back in an hour... What? Call the mayor or Mr. Tone and nobody
You saw
else.
Pieces as a triple feature with Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and The Gates of Hell. Wow. Tri-City Drive-In. That's, wow, what a triple bill. Jeez.
Sheriff, at 301. I'm heading west on Route 5 to Butler House. You'll hear from me.
All right, Sasha, take care. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Thanks for dropping by.
What the hell? What's that light out there?
See you, Shasha. Have a good one. Oh yeah, I've seen stage fright, Adam. No, Irvy, I've not.
Hi.
Did you find the deputy?
No, I wasn't
Let
there.
me look it up.
I was thinking.
Didn't know anything about Mondo making a
Isn't your
new sign
lawyer
that did
supposed
in
to be
that
at the
poster.
house?
The door was locked. His car was there, so I borrowed it.
You mean you stole a car?
Yeah. Keeping it warm.
What if he needs it?
Let him find me. Who's coming to dinner?
Oh, Daddy. We always have dinner every Thursday. Do you want something?
No, I ate Paradise Motel.
Yeah, I know. It's awful. What about a drink?
Yeah.
That's cool. Kind of looks like Norman Rockwell kind of thing.
Cheap bourbon, but
that's pretty
it's
cool.
a big favorite around here. Do you want ice?
Oh, it's sold out.
No, straight.
You look tired.
Cupcake plush.
I am tired.
Well,
First time you're seeing the film. Well, cool.
Here's to a fast dollar.
Cheers.
Why did you decide to sell the house?
Needed the cash.
I know. I've not seen Andy
After all these
Apocalypse. Vanderhoff.
I need it now.
Huh. What's it like on the inside? You know, I've never seen the inside. When I was a child, my father told me to stay away from it, or something terrible might happen. Sort of like a haunted house.
Yes, I have one. I did receive that.
You're going to sell it?
I had a
You've
chance to
never
watch
seen it?
either of them yet, though.
I don't know. It's too bad. It's about the only place to see around here. Oh, I forgot. Someone keeps calling with a message for my father. She says that she's waiting at your house, in the reception room.
What woman is waiting in my house in the reception room?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a voice that I know.
I better go out there.
Can I come too?
What for?
I'm pushy. I suppose you'll be going back to California soon. California. You said you
First time for
lived
you
there,
too, Jeff.
remember?
Cool.
No, I'll be traveling.
Jeff, look. It's the sheriff's car.
No, Spiral Staircases. Yeah, I've not seen it. It's another one that's on my list to watch. I've just not gotten around to watching
There's
it.
a light. Look at that tombstone. Pretty cheerful.
Who bears the cross shall wear the crown. Wilfred Butler. My grandfather.
Oh.
Someone left their sunglasses in the snow.
They're the sheriff's.
My lawyer's missing. So is the sheriff. You get strange phone calls.
I love his coat. That's a
And now
killer
someone's
coat.
fascinated by my grandfather's grave.
Let's get out of here.
You still want to go to my house?
Yes. But I don't want to go alone.
Listen.
I'm not nervous.
Well, of course you're not.
Oh, it's the cold. I'm shaking from it. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
We'll get help in town. It's 10 minutes drive.
Night, Mr. Toman. Have a nice holiday.
No, I've not seen Death Screams, I don't believe. Cupcake, Christmas is the scariest time of the year. It's true. Anybody planning on going to the New Jersey HorrorCon up in Atlantic City this year?
Deputy's not here, but Toman is.
Who's Toman?
Come on, you'll see. Mr. Toman, wait. No, please, I have to talk to you. I'm sorry. This is Jeffrey Butler. He's the one who's selling the house. He can't get inside the place. And my father's gone to Wilton. So we wondered...
Anything wrong?
He'll tell us. Tess.
Peeping Tom is really good, Charlie.
Has gone to
That's
his
another one
house.
I've been intending to
Why would you go
review,
there?
but
I don't know.
just haven't gotten around to it. It's a really good movie.
Anyway, she won't get in. You say
It
it's
was
locked.
such an effective movie that it pretty much ruined the director's career.
He says she hates the place.
So,
Would you like to drive there?
where's Eric Freeman going to be? I think it's too far away for me to get
Diana
my
could stay
sweatshirt. So
here,
he's
lock
going to be
yourself
at the New Jersey.
I need a key.
The New Jersey HorrorCon in March. So if you're in that area, you should definitely come by. You can get Eric and Robert Brown Wilson to sign your sweatshirts at the same time. As you should be, Lauren. As you should be.
Well, man, this isn't my house. It's Tess's.
I'm planning on going for Living Dead weekend in Monroeville too, borderline. Tess is a bit of a bird lover, it appears. It's a 6-hour drive from you. That's a long
Tess
way.
Isn't here. Are you satisfied?
But,
must have gone to my
Jeff,
place.
you'll get to, if you do venture,
Well, why wouldn't she go
you'll
there?
get to meet Eric, Robert Brian Wilson.
She hates it.
The great Bobby Ray Schaefer.
Maybe she went to see
Lorne
the woman who's there.
is going to be there, apparently.
Someone called the
So
mayor's
you'll get
house
to,
before.
I would
Said
avoid
she'd be
him if I
waiting.
were you, at all costs. And I may be at that one myself.
What is it?
Maybe he's just going to set the bird free. Maybe he feels
Hello,
bad for
Jeff?
the bird, and he's going to set it free. I don't know.
Hello? Is anybody there? I'm Diane Adams. I spoke to you before.
Bring your father to the house. This is Marianne. Tell him I have the diary. I'm waiting.
Who are you?
He'll know. Christmas Eve, 1935.
Hello? Hello?
Do not eat the pizza from the shop on the boardwalk. Trust me on this. I'll keep that in mind, for sure. Well, $20 is pretty low compared to what a lot of people charge for autographs at conventions, Dale. I mean, I commend Savini that he's kept his price at $20 for all these years, because he could up it and still, still get plenty of takers.
Sheriff, I saw your car.
Well, if you can't make it, Jeff, just let me know, and I'll get up with Eric, and
Bill?
Eric will
that you?
will sign it for you, and even Robert Brian Wilson said that he would go, he would sign it for you too, because they don't live too far away from each other, so
Tess, you can't see me, but I can see you.
that was a good price for Patrick Wilson.
I remember You are older now. And fatter. But still, Tess. And you're frightened, aren't you? Don't be afraid. I want to help you. Take my hand. Take it, Tess.
Goodbye, Tess.
The person on the telephone
Hey,
said
Mike, what's up?
1935.
Hello, Piers. Hope you and
Christmas
Jeremy have a
Eve.
Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Mike. I
But
appreciate
that's not
that.
the
Hope you have a
beginning.
very Merry Christmas,
In
too, my friend.
1927, Butler House was restored by Wilfred Butler. After that, I find social notes, parties, nothing special. Then, in 1930, Butler's wife, Catherine, dies of tuberculosis. In August 1933, it starts. Wilfred Butler's daughter is cruelly attacked and raped. Her name is Mary Ann, the same name as the caller who left those messages tonight. She's 15 then. On May 2nd, 1934, Mary Ann Butler gives birth to a son, Jeffrey Butler. Jeff. Early in 1935, Butler House is turned over to a Dr. Robinson as an asylum for mental patients. And then Butler goes on to say that he has committed his own daughter. Mary Ann will live at the asylum. There's no end to this story. It's been carefully cut out of all the papers. Why would Toman do that?
Yes, why would Tillman do that? I never got to meet Angus Scrimm. I always wanted to, and the one year I was going to meet him, it was a big, like, Phantasm reunion in Lexington, and he couldn't make it. He had to cancel, and not long after that, he passed away. But I really would have loved to have met him.
You scared me. What happened?
What happened is, Tess has 40 bird cages. Toman is hysterical. Everybody's at my house but me. It's cold outside and you forgot to lock the door.
Joe, how old are you?
How old am I? You mean, how many years have I lived?
No. There's a lot in the paper about your family.
I don't want to talk about my family.
Wait a minute. There's a woman calling, and she says her name is Mary Ann. That was your mother's name, wasn't it?
My mother died in childbirth. That's when I started traveling.
It's not what the papers say.
What's your point?
I just thought that you should read something for your own good.
Nothing you could tell me about my past or future would be for my own good. Where is the paper?
It's on the table.
It's so stupid to lie. I missed the whole event.
Jeff, maybe your mother's still alive. Maybe she's waiting for you at the house.
I don't know. Come on. No more side trips. Let's go out there.
I agree, Vanderhoff, yes. When I first saw this movie and I saw the twist, I was very, very impressed. I was liking the movie up until that point anyway, so the twist I thought was very, very cool. It's kind of a double twist, kind of. I agree, Lord. I agree. Yes, Adam. Yes, Monroeville Mall in Pennsylvania. Yes. I'm planning on going to that one too. That one's loaded. It's like a big, like Dawn and Day reunion, but there's also a lot of cast members from Return of the Living Dead that's going to be there. Should be a big one.
Oh my God!
Stay back!
It's Tolman!
Stay back!
And of course, it's inside the mall where they filmed Dawn of the Dead.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, Clue Gallagher would be cool to meet. I'm really looking forward to meeting oh gosh, his name's escaped me at the moment, but Demon from Friday the 13th Part 5, of course, Miguel Nunez.
Somebody cut off his hands.
You killed him. You killed Tolman.
He's asking for help.
You killed him.
What part of somebody cut off his hands don't you get?
Get in the car.
Have you ever been to the Monroeville Mall, Lauren? Even if I have to pay him extra, he's gonna sing Ooh Baby with me. You bet. You bet.
Butler House.
The keys. He took them.
Yes, what?
This is Marianne Butler. I'm calling from my house. Won't you come over here, Mr. Mayor? We're We're having a reunion. Everyone's here, even your daughter.
Ah, you're welcome, Adam. Should be fun. Should be a fun show. This movie was so dark and so grainy on its other releases. I didn't even know that he had blood on his face until I saw this release of the movie.
I write this knowing that no one shall ever see it. Not my beloved daughter, or even my grandson, Jeffrey. I write for myself in the hope of forgiveness, if that is still possible.
I love this reveal here. It's just so twisted.
And I
all
write
around.
for you, Marianne, whose youth and innocence I have destroyed. By 1935, the doctors had treated my daughter for a year. I had believed they could cure her. The child, Jeffrey, was taken from us and sent to California. I turned my house into an asylum. I brought doctors to live there. I welcomed other patients.
Yeah, I agree, Charlie.
All of it. I remembered what she had been. There was never a lovelier, happier child.
Where's Monster Mania this year, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. I propose a toast. Doctor, please.
By Christmas of the first year, I knew that I must act, not for myself, but for my helpless child.
Led him to create this institution. Our friend...
I had no plan. All I knew was that I must take her from these men with their promises, their lies.
Shall we? For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
I knew that they would gorge themselves into a stupor that afternoon. It was their celebration. I expected no less. Since they had come into my house, they had acted as if they owned it. They had behaved like poor relations, half guilty, but finally unable to control their appetites.
Yeah, I did do it last year, Terry. This watch along. I'd like to make it like an annual thing. And I love this movie. Love it, love it, love it. So, I mean, I'd be watching it this time of year anyway. But since it's public domain, you know, why not share it?
After dinner, they danced
Hey, Luke, what's
and
up, man?
drank as
Hope
they
you're doing well.
usually did. All the time, Robinson would smile and reassure me. They expected me to believe, because I had no choice. Wilfred, trust me. He really believed Marianne would be well. He saw a light. There is a light at the end of a long tunnel.
Believe me, there is a light at the end of a long tunnel.
Stay here, Doctor. I'll get more champagne. He was ready. I knew it. Drunk and fat and full of his own importance. I left then.
Yeah, New Jersey HorrorCon's going to be fun, Adam. Should be a good time. Yeah, New Jersey's awesome. Great state. We're doing very well, Luke. Thanks for asking. Everybody's doing well here. We're ready for the holidays. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and yours have a very Merry Christmas. Hello, Nightmare Files. How are you?
My cruelty to Marianne was inhuman. I know that. I had loved her. I had fathered our child, Jeffrey. I had brought her to this. But I swear that on that afternoon, all I wanted was to save my child. My hope was to get her away from that house. But also, I wanted to set free those other wretches who had so long been abused by the doctors.
Oh, thank you, Vanderhoff. Yeah, the Blairstown Diner. That was the second time I've eaten there. It's my second tour of the camp, too. But yeah, very cool diner. Very cool area. Of course, the camp is just amazing. Yeah. What did I get Jeremy for Christmas? Books, comic books, and shirts. Those are his favorites. Although I'm trying to cut down on the shirts because he's got his closet is
they might do
stuffed
free.
with shirts already.
And this is my guilt. I knew.
That's what he likes.
And still, I freed them.
I saw that Borderline 11. Yes, the girl from Let the Right One In. Yeah, that's very cool. Love that freaking movie. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Oh, I'll check it, Turi. Thank you. Too much sepia tone. I like it. I like the grimy, grainy look to it. Thank you, Luke. Like the music over this sequence too. It's very, very creepy.
After the inmates started for the house, I went to get our car to take Marianne away. I do not know exactly when she slipped away from me. I assume that when they saw her in the dining room, the inmates believed her to be part of that household which they hated. And so, they killed her. Later, there was a celebration. And then most of the inmates fled. I don't know where. But I shall never forget what they did to my child. Since that Christmas, I have lived in prisons and asylums. Lived anonymously, as an animal. I have wandered in bitterness until all seasons have become as one. And that is a season of vengeance.
I love that reveal that the inmates kind of went down into the town, and or the inmates started the town. I don't know. There's just something, I don't know. I really love that twist.
Jeff. Jeff?
Wilfred Butler is still alive. This is still his house.
Your grandfather died in 1950. He was burned to death in this house.
My grandfather poured gasoline over a squatter he found here. The town wanted to believe he was dead. They still do.
Exactly, Charlie. Exactly.
This house was an asylum.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
There was a massacre by the inmates. Tess, Toman, the sheriff. Your father.
No.
All inmates. They killed my mother in this room.
And did you guys pick up on the fact that Jeff's grandfather is also his father? So there's that that freaky little twist too.
Who's that? Who's there?
Oh, no. No. Oh, my God, no. Daddy? Daddy?
Diane?
Jeff? Jeff? No. No. Jeff, why? Why?
Marianne. Don't run away. Don't. I'm your father. Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. Please. It's all right. I won't hurt you. I need you. I want to see you. I waited for you. Please. Please.
I spent that night weeping. By morning, there were no more tears. I know that my father and Jeffrey both thought they were shooting at killers, but they were simply the last victims in that house of victims. And now, a year later, they will tear down Wilfred Butler's monument. But they can never destroy my memories of what happened here.
we go. I love this movie. Love this movie. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. So what'd you guys think? If you haven't seen Silent Night, Bloody Night before, what were your guys' thoughts? I don't know. Just love this movie. Love the atmosphere. Love the mood. Definitely think it's a little influential on Black Christmas and probably even Halloween a bit. Like the performances. Love the twist. Good stuff, man. And yes, a canon release. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, good flick. Absolutely. A very, very good flick. Yeah, I love this movie. Guys, I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. I'm going to get a refill and do some business, and then I'll be right back, and we'll keep the stream going. So, all right, let's see. Good flick, enjoyable movie. It was kind of slow but good overall. Like this just as much as I remember liking it. That was a pretty good twist indeed, and the sepia tone segment was an interesting choice. Yeah. All right, guys, I will be back in just a couple of minutes. So hang tight, and we'll keep the stream going. All right. And I'm back. Oh, man, that was fun. It's better than you remembered, Dale. Cool. Thoughts on Black Christmas 2019? I have not seen it yet. probably will wait for streaming, because at this point it's probably already gone from theaters, to be honest. So, Al from Russia, it was atrocious. Yeah, I think all you needed to see was the trailer for that movie. The trailer pretty much told you everything. So you really didn't need to go watch the movie. So what are your guys' plans for the holidays? You guys got big to-dos with the family? You guys going to watch Rise of Skywalker on Christmas? Anything like that? Are you going to do a Rise of Skywalker review? Probably, but I don't know when I'm going to see it. It's not going to be until after the holidays at this point. So, probably, I don't know, maybe later this week. Jeremy wants to see it. He wanted to go Sunday to see it, but I couldn't go Sunday. So I'd kind of thought about maybe doing it today, but decided to not do it today. So it'll be, later this week probably. Or maybe the weekend. I don't know. But, I'm hearing mixed things. I'm hearing I'm hearing a lot of people saying it's awful, it's horrible, it ruins everything, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm hearing a lot of people just say, it's all right. It is what it is. It's not going to blow you away. It's, it is what it is. And as long as it's entertaining on like a solo level, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But yeah. How often are these watch-alongs? Well, this one I'd like to make into an annual thing, because it's one of my favorite holiday horror movies, and I would be watching it this time of year anyway, and because it's public domain, But I did a watch-along for Night of the Living Dead a couple of years ago, and I was doing a watch along for, I don't even remember what the movie was. It's a public domain movie, but it ended up getting struck down like midstream. So I don't know. I would like to have done a Christmas Evil watch along, but see, I'm not 100% sure Christmas Evil is public domain. Some people say it is. Some people say it isn't. The director says that it isn't. I actually sent the director, Lewis Jackson, a friend request on Facebook to see if he would want to maybe do like a watch along of the film with me, or give me permission, if he is indeed the owner of the film, to do a watch along. But he didn't accept my friend request in time. So, or maybe next year, because I love me some Christmas Evil too. So can't wait to see Ghostbusters, Dale. Yep. Jeff, you're going to your cousin's house tomorrow and staying home, opening presents, watching the Yule log. Very nice. Al, you're relaxing with family. Very cool. Vanderhoff, you like the 2 masks that I unboxed today from James Grimm? Yeah. Yeah, those are both cool. Oh, you're waiting on a couple of masks that he's done for you. Well, that's cool. Yes, Borderline 11, it was Bucket of Blood. Yes. 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 It got struck down right midstream. The stream just ended all of a sudden. I didn't even know it. And the stream was over, and I checked my email, and yep, it had been struck down. Which conventions do you tend to go to? It just depends. I don't really do like the same one every year. It just depends on the convention. It depends on who's there, and it depends on the location. So right now I'm planning on doing the New Jersey Con and the the Monroeville convention. But, you know, things could change. But those are the two that are kind of on my radar for 2020. You enjoyed Rise more than Last Jedi? Big ideas? It's a fun popcorn flick. I mean, if it's a fun popcorn flick, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. You know, just as long as it doesn't, I don't know, try to insult my intelligence. It'll be okay. I'm just kind of, honestly, I'm just kind of glad that series is over. And I really, really hope Disney, you know, puts Star Wars in moratorium for a while. Let's give us a nice long break from Star Wars movies, that is. I do like the Mandalorian. So, I mean, if they want to do some more stuff like the Mandalorian on Disney Plus, I mean, that's cool. Because I am digging the Mandalorian. I need to catch up with the last couple of episodes because I've fallen behind. You do Monster Mania, Al, because it's close to you. Well, that one's in Jersey too, isn't it? We were talking about Monster Mania earlier in the stream, and I believe that one's in, Cherry Hills? Is that the same one? I do have the Black Maria box set, Dale, yes. I did a video for the Black Maria box set a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. But yeah, I own the Black Maria. I caught it on sale. I caught it at a really decent price, as I recall, and I snatched it up, so. Are you going to see Eric Freeman? Yeah, Eric. Robert Brian Wilson. Bobby Ray Schaefer is going to be there. So, looking forward to that. Actually helped Bobby Ray get booked at that one. So, yeah, looking forward to... And I love Jersey. I love that state. Been there a couple of times. And, yeah. Should be a lot of fun. How do I feel about Exorcist 2: The Heretic? I think it's better than The Exorcist and The Exorcist 3. I think it's the best Exorcist movie we have. I think it's very underrated. Oh, Vanderhoff, actually, I started watching, like episode 1 of, I watched 1 or 2 episodes of that, and I was liking it, but something happened, and I just never went back to finish it. Oh, I remember. I was watching You the night that I got a phone call from my mother telling me that she had fallen down the stairs and broken her ankle. So that is what abruptly ended my watching of You, was when that happened. I remember now. Yeah. But no, in all honesty, I think I've only seen Exorcist 2 once, and I honestly don't remember anything about it. Other than the weird stuff, you know, the locusts, you know, the locust. That's all I remember about Exorcist 2 is the locusts. The locusts and the 8 million references to Pazuzu. That's about all I remember about that movie. But yeah, I love the first movie, and I really love Exorcist 3. I think both of them are very good. I think Exorcist 3 is right up there with Exorcist, to be honest. Oh, thank you, Vanderhoff. That was, that was actually Super Bowl Sunday of this year that she did that. I was watching You with my girlfriend when I got the phone call. So, Will the Arrow release of Exorcist 3 be double dipping after the Scream Factory release? I don't know I don't know if there's anything extra going to be added on the Arrow release of it. I've really not done my... well, actually, I think I did look it up. And there wasn't anything, as I recall. Let's see. Let's look up here and see what all the extras are on here. You got the director's cut. You got the theatrical cut. Just like the Scream Factory. I think this one maybe has... Looks like this has got pretty much the same extras with a different commentary. So it looks like it's got the same exact extras. 2K restoration of the theatrical cut. High definition Blu-ray presentation of the director's cut. That's about all that I noticed. That's, you know, those are, well, I think those are the same specs that were on the Scream Factory release. So I don't think you have, you know, I don't think you would necessarily have to double dip for this one. I think if you've got the Scream Factory, you've pretty much got, you know, a good release. You're watching the SNL Christmas right now. Ooh, we should watch the Star Wars Christmas special from the 80s. I know that's on YouTube. I wonder if it's public domain. I wonder if I'd get in trouble for streaming it and watching it with you guys. Let's look it up here. I know it's on, it used to be on YouTube. So let's see. Star Wars Christmas special. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 different... You can find it. It's out there. Don't know if I want to... Well, it would be fun to watch with you guys. Because if you've not seen the Star Wars Christmas special, it's definitely... it's something. Charlie, you're looking forward to Scream Factory's My Bloody Valentine release? I am too. Definitely got that one pre-ordered, and I've got the April Fool's Day release pre-ordered as well. Definitely looking forward to those. The Life Day special? I don't know what that is. No, I've not picked up the Shout Factory Blu-ray for Silver Bullet, Joe. I've got the Umbrella Blu-ray, and I'm pretty happy with it. If the Silver Bullet, if the Scream Factory release had a lot more extras on it, I probably would, but I'll just stick with my Umbrella release of it. No, I don't think they've released any of what the extra... They're still working on the extras right now, Vanderhoff, for both those releases. The Obsoletionist, Gibbs, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hope you're having a good holiday season. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours. Oh, yes. I think you're right, Lauren. It's been a while since I actually sit down and watched that thing. So I think I've blocked most of it out of my memory. Hey, Big Boss, what's up, man? Merry Christmas to you and yours. Am I excited about getting my presents? Of course. Who isn't excited for presents on Christmas? Everybody loves presents on Christmas. Let's open up this Sea and Red hard apple cider. Cheers, a toast to you guys on this eve of Christmas Eve after we've watched one of my favorite holiday horror films. Sea and Red's not my favorite flavor, but it's nice. Muscat and apple hard cider. Interesting. I hope they do, Charlie. I really hope they do. Jason Neal, what's up, man? Happy holidays. Dang you, Piz, after watching your review of Don't Open Till Christmas, I went to Amazon and ordered it. Yeah, it's good, bad fun, man. Good, bad fun. Big Boss. Well, hopefully Santa leaves those things for you under the tree. I certainly hope he does. I don't know how he's going to get the doll into his sack of toys, but you know, I hope he brings you what you desire, my friend. It's Festivus, not Christmas Eve. I don't celebrate Festivus. Gibbs, you were at the Apple Barn a couple of days ago, really? Oh, yeah, man. These hard apple ciders are so freaking good, dude. So good. You're drinking a delicious double IPA from Industrial Arts Brewing, Vanderhoff. Very nice. Thanks for the live watch-a-thon. It was a lot of fun, and I had an awesome time returning to this well-made atmospheric horror flick. Awesome, Adam. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of fun. Always enjoy watching this flick, and happy that it's public domain so that we can watch it all together. Charlie, of course. Charlie, I will always be a dark dreamer. Are you a dark dreamer? That's the real question here. Lauren, geez. I want you guys to know something about Visited by Voices 1. He's making fun of Corey Haim being no longer with us. And I do not tolerate that. Okay? He is a Scrooge. He is a scoundrel. He also really, really loves Jason X. So that gives you an idea of what kind of taste this guy's got. And he is definitely not a dark dreamer. Definitely not a dark dreamer. He's got one of those anime body pillows that he sleeps with nightly. So he's an anime body pillow dark dreamer. And that's the darkest dreaming right there. That's really dark. Are you a dark dreamer? Charlie Varick most certainly is. I need to crack out that DVD, and I've not watched it in a while, but yet Stanley Weotter. Dark Dreamers. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a good scene, Vanderhoff. That's a very good scene. Yeah. I love everything in Christmas Evil. I was watching Christmas Evil this year and I was thinking like, man, this is very, you know, it's very Jokerish. His descent into madness is very Jokerish. There's a great scene in the movie that reminded me a lot of Joker where he's staring at himself in a mirror and he does he's like smiling and then he does the wipe, and I was just like, oh man, it's such a good scene, such a good performance. I really love that movie. And the ending of Christmas Evil. Oh, I love that ending. Oh, so good. So good. You saw Demons on Joe Bob's special. That's the clearest I've ever seen it. It's got some pretty decent, the Arrow Region B Blu-ray release for it is pretty good. Dale. Anything that you get from Goodwill, boss, you should immediately and vigorously clean it. The moment even before you bring it into your home, you need to start vigorously and thoroughly cleaning it. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to ignore that, Lauren, because you and I both know that's not true. What's Dark Dreamer from? Just look up Dark Dreamers on YouTube, and you'll find some Dark Dreamer segments with Stanley Weotter as he interviews like Clive Barker and people like that. Just interesting stuff. No, I didn't. No, I didn't like To All a Good Night. That's the one David Hess directed, right? I didn't like that one. And at this point, I don't remember a thing about it, to be honest. Don't remember a thing about it. Thank you, Gibbs. Yeah. Moss Garcia. What's he writing in his book? Negative body hygiene or something like that. Good stuff. Love that movie. And that dude, Harry, is Fiona Apple's father. That's even more interesting. Harry from Christmas Evil. Christmas Evil's got a really good cast too. I mean, you've got Raymond J. Barry is in there. Oh gosh, what's the dude's name from? He was in The Blob. He was also on The Walking Dead for the first couple of seasons. Crap, I can't think of his name. But you've got a bunch of recognizable faces in that cast. I've not seen Offerings, Charlie. Hey, Phil's Creepy Vids, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hope you're having a good holiday season. Curtains is okay to watch on Christmas? Well, it's a very cold, snowy movie, so yeah. Does it take place during Christmas? I don't remember. You watched Christmas Evil last night, Phil? Another holiday staple? Yeah. Love it. Love it. Jeffrey DeMunn. Yes, Borderline. Yes, Jeffrey DeMunn. Yeah. Yep. Very cool, Adam. Yeah. Christmas Evil and Maniac. I love them both. Oh, Big Boss, I'm sorry that happened to you. That sounds like a horrible experience. Horrible experience. Thoughts on Fatal Exam, or you mean Final Exam, Al? Return to Horror High is fun. I mean, it's bad, but it's fun. I like it. And if you're talking about Final Exam, I've come around to liking Final Exam after I've forced myself to watch it about a dozen times. Finally, I think that 12th time, I was like, okay, this isn't bad. But it took a while for me to come around to it. I was actually talking to my buddy Robbie on Twitter today about House on Sorority Row. And that's another one that every so often I'll watch because I feel like I should like that movie, but then I watch it and I just can't get into it. So maybe after 3 or 4 more viewings of it, I'll finally come around and like House on Sorority Row. You watch the Christmas episode of Tales from the Crypt every year? Cool. Well, guys, we can go ahead and start wrapping this up, I guess. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 16 minutes. We watched Silent Night, Bloody Night, one of my favorite holiday horror films. We had a very lively chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on Festivus, or I just prefer to call it the eve of Christmas Eve. But, yeah. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And, yeah, we'll have to do it again next year for the holidays. But I hope all you guys out there are having a great, safe, happy, healthy, and horror movie filled holiday season. And hopefully Santa brings you everything that you want. Hopefully you've not been naughty, because if you've been naughty, you will be punished. Will I stream for Christmas Eve? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking maybe Jeremy and I could jump on and do like a brief Christmas Eve stream and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So we may do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Keep your eyes peeled just in case. So, but yeah. David Andriana, Merry Christmas to you, my friends. Yeah, man, you missed it. It was a lot of fun, but this whole thing will be uploaded in its entirety on the channel here in probably within an hour. So if you missed the Silent Night, Bloody Night live commentary or live watch along, I should say, it'll be up in its entirety here before too long. So let me give some shout outs here to everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. Feels Creepy Vids, visited by Voices 1, Lorne. I don't know why I've not blocked you by now. Al from Russia, David Andriana, Vanderhoff, Borderline 11, Robert Long, Charlie Varick, Dino Rabbit. Let's see who's, Gibbs. Are you still here, Gibbs? If you're still here, man, have a great holiday season and a very, very Merry Christmas to you and yours, my friend. Jeff Overing, Dale Elmore, Adam the Motion Picture History Horror Fan, Jason Neal, if you're still here, have a very, very Merry Christmas, my friend. Joe Reese, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Horror Breakdown, Merry Christmas to you. Big Ideas 3, Slipknot Boy 555, Smash Turtle, great name, although I love turtles, so let's not smash any. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful holiday season. If I do not see you before Christmas, have a very, very Merry Christmas. I may do a Christmas Eve stream tomorrow for a little bit with Jeremy. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate it. And we'll see you again real soon. Peace.